Hello, my name is John, and I'm a fundamentalist. It's been 3 weeks since the last time I judged anyone fit for eternal damnation. I want to talk about sex. Is that okay? Because I think it should be okay. I waited till I was 23 years old to have sex for the first time because that's what I thought God wanted me to do. You know, you're supposed to wait till you get married. Anybody else wait till they... Yeah, I'm usually the only nerd in the room that tried to pull that off. But we waited until just before the ceremony, and but then 2 years later, the relationship was over. She was gone, and I thought, well, hang on, I waited 23 years so I could have sex 5 times with this one woman? That's not fair! I was 25 years old and divorced. I went to my preacher about it. Hey, I just need to talk to you for a second, if that's okay. I have a question about this. Anyone who divorces his wife and then marries another woman, except for marital unfaithfulness, commits adultery. Well, she was not unfaithful. Neither was I. Look, I'm 25 years old. Does this mean that I have to be alone for the rest of my life? Well, now, son, come on over here. God cares about you, John. He cares about you, and he wants you to be happy. You tried your best to make this relationship work, didn't you? I think I tried. Well, did you leave her, or did she leave you? She left me. Well, there you go then. Son, the Lord God cares about you. He wants you to be happy. He isn't going to hold you responsible for what other people do. Look, God knows that you tried your best. He knows it was her that did the leaving, and he's not going to hold you accountable for her choices. Wait, so you're saying all I need to do is just blame her and everything's okay? No, son. Blaming her would be wrong. It's just that it's her fault, you see? So I did it. I blamed her. Blaming my ex-wife for the failure of our marriage just felt so right. I had done everything I could. I was a perfect husband. I could have done nothing that contributed to the failure of that relationship. I made no mistakes. 0. So I felt free. I could get married again, which was really great because I was horny, man. I mean, if you're a virgin, it's really not that hard to kind of keep that in check, but man, once you've broken that seal, it's hard to keep a lid on it. So I felt free to, date other women, but I ran into a problem. You are divorced. I'm sorry, I'm not going to go out with you because you're divorced. I want my first time to be special. And it can't be special unless it's with someone who's also experiencing the marriage bed for the first time. So I can't go out. We can be friends, but you're divorced. Now, there were plenty of divorced women. I could go out with any of them, but I just felt dirty. And not in the good way. Anyway, so there was this woman that I was out with, and we came this close to having sex. And I wanted to do it right. I wanted to do it right. I wanted to wait till I was married, so I did not have sex with her. I went home, I put some ice on my balls, I got my Bible. I was looking for the part of the Bible that says you have to wait until you're married to have sex. So I got my Bible, and I got my concordance, and I looked, and it wasn't there! There's nothing in here about everybody's having sex with everybody in this book! There's a whole poem in the Old Testament called Song of Solomon about two people who are obviously already having sex and they're on their way to their wedding. God doesn't care. There's only one place in the whole Bible that tells you what to do when you find that two people who haven't gotten married are having sex. And it's in the Old Testament, which first of all means it doesn't matter. That is the Jewish part of the Bible. It's optional. But here's what it says. The Old Testament says that if you find a man and a woman who have been having sex and neither of them are married, her father decides whether or not they're going to get married. And if he decides he doesn't want the two of them getting married, then he has to pay the girl's dowry when she does get married. Yeah, with everything else, it's take them outside the camp and throw rocks at them until they're dead. With this, it's sex? Crazy kids, let them go. Yeah, and not to mention all the Bible role models. I mean, King David wasn't faithful to any of his wives. The church had lied to me again. But this time, the church did not just lie to me, the church lied to my penis. And nobody messes with the tree of life. The church looked my penis right in the eye and it said, you stay. You stay in that little cotton pouch that's just a little bit too small because you're quite large. Stay. And my penis said, well, how long do I have to stay? And the church said, until we tell you, you can come out.